Cleaning up my truck here, I'll just talk to you guys about something that irritates me a bit. Obviously, get irritated sometimes watching stuff, seeing videos and painters. It's just unbelievable. But one of the things that I'm going to talk to you guys about real quick is being a good painter. Okay, being the best painter there is. Okay, and the key thing is, and this is where everybody makes the mistake, is everybody wants to just stamp cookies. They don't want to think, they don't want to do anything to figure out what's the right thing to do in their circumstance. They just want to walk up. Oh, I hear this all the time. Guys go out, they go, hey, this is how I do my houses. Okay, how do you do how? Well, I mask everything off, and I just spray it all, and I unmask it all, and I'm done. Or whatever. Oh, I spray all my eaves, or I spray all my stucco first, then I spray all my eaves, then I do the trim by hand, and that's how I do every one of them. Every single house, exactly the same. You know what? You know what you need to do? I'm going to tell you what you need to do. You need to use your brain. Every situation is different. You need to look at the house. I mean, you might have a typical way you do your house. Typically, when I do a house, I paint the stucco, siding, whatever, paint the body of the house. Then I paint the eaves, then we do the trim. That's almost every house is done exactly the same. But when you look at certain situations, you might go, well, you know, this one might be easier if we do this, you know. It might be, when you do commercial stuff, it's even way more difficult. You might look at it and go, well, first thing is we got to do the front of the store early in the morning because there's all these cars coming, people coming and going. We got to keep the front of the store clean. We got to make sure that everything's picked up, make sure that all of our stuff's out of the way before the customers start to show. And then we'll go to the back of the store for a while. Then we'll come back the next day. We'll do the front for a while. Then we'll go to the back. So it's all different. Every situation is different. Oh, well, I don't even have the door paint. Well, I don't have the stucco paint yet. Well, you got the door paint? Yeah, I got the door paint. Start painting the doors. I'll go get the stucco paint. You know, nothing's cookie cutter, guys. You got to put the cookie stamp away when you're painting. You're not stamping cookies. That's not what that's all about. It's you're not doing everything the same every time. If you use your brain, which most guys don't do when they paint, most guys, that's the problem with painters, they don't use their brain. So if you want to be special, you want to learn the right way, you want to learn how to make some serious money painting, you got to use your brain. You got to do whatever the situation arises. So let's say you go into a house and you go, well, normally, you know, interior, you might look at it, well, you know, I always do my ceilings first, and I do my walls, and then I do whatever. No, you might not. You might say, you know what, today, I think it'd be faster if we did all the walls first, and then sprayed the ceilings, and then we got to do second coat on the walls anyway. So, you know, you got to look at the situation and figure out what is going to save you time, what's going to save you money, what's going to give it the best job, and what's going to do, you know, the job right, and it's going to come out perfect. Because, you know, I got guys that they try and do everything cookie cutter. Oh, I do it all the same. Oh, I do everything the same. And they mess stuff up. And guess what? They call me. The customer calls me. And I go out and I fix it. Oh, well, Mike, you don't do high-end custom. I do everything. When the chips are down and you need it right, people call me. And you know what? They're going to have to pay. It's not going to be cheap. Okay? They're going to pay. They're going to pay good money. Or I'm not going to do it. It doesn't matter. So what I'm trying to explain to you guys is it's all about using your brain, not about using the system. You have a system most of the time that you follow. Like I said, typically when I do an outside, I spray the body, do the eaves, do the trim. Okay? If you spray your eaves first, you spray your body, you're going to get a little bit of overspray up on your eaves. If you're doing your eaves the second color, if you're doing the same body and the eaves the same color, you go do it all at once. You know, you finish all that out. It all depends. Everything's a little bit different. Every situation is different. Oh, do you always mask your eaves off when you spray out the eaves onto the stucco? No, I don't always. Sometimes I'll do it with masking paper. Sometimes I'll do it with a shield, and I'll go back with a brush and cut it in. It all depends on what colors they are, what type of job I'm trying to do, what the pricing is, all that stuff, what's going to work out for the budget, for the job. Everything is different. Every job is not cookie cutter. You are not stamping cookies. Talk to you in the next video.